Well, it's greening up out here. There's a squirrel in that tree. I probably can't zoom in on him. There he goes. It's a squirrel. I guess he's going down to get a drink. Huh? Or maybe not. Anyway, it's greening up around here. Getting some trees that are getting some buds on them and stuff like that. Yeah, but that ain't why we're here. Or that ain't why I'm here anyway. I went and bought a new goodie. Yeah, I do that pretty regular sometimes. No, it ain't out here. I'm just walking out here because this is where this thing is. I don't know what that is, right? Grab this thing and put it out here somewhere. Over here, this is what I bought. Not this. Stay there. That's what I bought. It's an Excalibur 340 micro takedown. Yeah, whoopee, huh? Anyway, new bow. Got sighted in. I got the scope on, got the scope leveled, got a level on the scope, all that crap. Haven't made any adjustments to it. I've had it almost a week, and I haven't even shot it. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I sight in a scope. What you got to have is something to lock it down, to make whatever you're trying to sight. You got to be able to set it in place and let it set by itself. Because what you're doing is you're trying to take all the wobble you can out of it. And I've used this before. This is a sight vise, and that's what it's for. You lock down your rifle or bow in it. Unfortunately, this won't open wide enough to let the bow set in it. So what I always did before was just set it up there and get it level and make it work. Well, last year I went out and I bought that contraption. It's for sighting in rifles and bows. You set it in there, and yeah, I guess you can see that. That's what it does. It's about all it does, but it does work. And it's adjustable. That's what these things will slide up and down, so you can adjust it and yada yada yada. So I got to set my target up. So I'm going to be shooting from here down towards that target, and I'm going to set that target up at 10 yards because you need to start close. When you got one that you don't know where it's at, you need to start close. In fact, you know, if you don't know what kind of scope and stuff you got, and you're not real sure, period, you might be better off starting at 5 yards. But anyway, let me do some measuring and get this thing leveled out to where it's supposed to be, and get that thing at about 10 yards, and then I'll turn the camera back on. And we'll see if this thing works, because like I say, I ain't even shot it yet. So we'll see if it works. I'll be back. Okay. The bow is cocked, strings pulled back, got a bolt on the ground, getting ready to put in. Not going to put it in until I get ready to fire. First time that this bow is being shot. I have no idea where this bolt's going to go. No idea. We will see. First you got to make sure you get it all the way in. Yeah, I know you probably can't see in there, but you got to do that, and that's the tricky part, because if that thing goes off while you get your fingers in there, you're probably gonna get hurt. We'll show a little bit more about this bow in a little while, I reckon. But basically, I just want to see, this is going to be the first shot. I'm going to shoot for the center B, the B in the center, which you will see as soon as I get the camera zoomed in. I'm going to shoot for the bow, the B in the center, and we'll see where this hits. Like I say, this is the first shot from this bow. This has never been fired by me anyway, and it's a brand new bow, so hopefully it ain't been fired by anybody else either. We will see where we're hit. This is 10 yards. So I'm going to shoot, use a 20-yard dot, and see where we come to the middle. See how close I get to the middle of this here target. Safety is off. And I'm right on the red dot in the center of the B. Here we go. Alright. So I know I'm hitting pretty close. Let's go up and look at it, and then we'll move to the next step. The first step is making sure you're pretty close. Am I going to hit the damn target? That's why I say sometimes you might start at even 5 yards. Look at that, right in the red stuff. Can you see that? Let me zoom back. Right in the red. A little bit off to the side, but right in there. Pretty close. Okay. Now that I know I'm hitting the target and I'm hitting pretty close, now I can adjust my scope if I need to be adjusted. Might not. Looks pretty close. But anyway, we'll go to the next step. Let me pull this out. Alright. One shot right in the center. The next thing we need to do, and just for anybody that's kind of wondering, I'll show this real quick while I'm not doing nothing else here. The scope has a level on it. And it's this thing right here. And it tells me if the bow is level. And that's how you set your scope level with the limbs. See? You see that? There's the bubble on the scope. And there's the bubble on the level laying across the limbs. So I know that that's pretty lined up. And believe it or not, that makes a big difference with a crossbow that it doesn't quite make as much difference with a regular shotgun or something like that. So anyway, next part is this right here. Piece of paper with an X drawn on it and some tape. See if I can adjust it so that it can be seen what I'm doing. Put a stick under it, how about that? Raise it up. Come on, raise it up a little bit. Oh well, here's the deal. We'll put this piece of paper up there. This is giving me a cross to shoot at, a target center to shoot at. But I'm just going to stick it up there. Put a couple pieces of tape on it. Hold it in place. And then we'll go back and reload the bow. Alright. Now I have a piece of paper on there with an X and a 0. And the whole point of that is so I can line this scope up exactly with that 0, that dot in the middle. And that's what I'm shooting at. And that's how I'm going to know if my shots are off. And the reason you want to lock down your bow or your rifle, whatever it is you're shooting, the reason you want to lock down is because you want to eliminate as much movement as you can, so that eliminates as many variables as you can get rid of. In other words, variables being wobble and wiggle and shake and all that other crap. With this bow sitting where it is, as you can see, it just sits there. So all I have to do is aim it where I want it and pull the trigger. And of course you have to maintain trigger control and all that good crap, because you don't want to be shaking while you're pulling the trigger. You don't want to be yanking on the trigger and stuff. You just gently pull it, just like with your gun, rifle, pistol. Basically, it makes it real easy. It's the easiest way I've ever found to set a scope. Alright, ready for shot number 2. And I'm going to aim right at the center of that thing. My little target thingy. My circle. Take a breath. And squeeze. Well now, this is interesting. Because here I was going to show how to sight a scope, and it's kind of looking to me like it's pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through it. Here's where everybody makes their mistake. I make this quick as I can, and it probably won't be a good explanation, so here we go. What most people do. Let's say you shoot and it sticks over here. Am I seeing me? It sticks over here. Okay. You take another shot and you still aim at the center again. And your second shot hits over here too. So now you know that even though you're aiming here, you're hitting here. Well, what most people will do is open up the caps on their damn scope and start cranking on the damn thing and say, well, it's about 2 inches over this way and it's about 4 inches high, so I'll move this 8 dots and this one 6 clicks and we'll try that again. Don't do that. Your scope is looking here, your crosshairs are here, but you're hitting over here. All you got to do is put your bow or your rifle, whatever, right back in the exact same spot. Point it at here, and lock down whatever you're shooting. Now you open up your caps, and instead of guessing while the thing's locked down, looking through the scope, you adjust your knobs until the crosshair gets to the center of the target where you're hitting. All you're doing is aligning the scope with where you're hitting. It's not that hard. I see people all the time. I've seen people waste 100 rounds of ammo trying to sight in a target or a scope on a rifle or something. I see people shoot 100 rounds, and they'll do just like I said. They'll shoot, and okay, you're high, you're a little bit high, you're a little bit to the left, or you're a little bit to the right, whatever. Open up your caps, play the game, move the shit around, shoot some more. Oh no, I'm still half. Well, if you don't have your weapon locked down in some way that'll hold it, so that you eliminate that. First off, you eliminate the human error, potential for human error, then you're never going to get it right unless you've got dead steady arms. You can use a little doodad like that thing over there. Where'd it go? There it is. You can use a little doodad like that thing over there. You can use a damn wooden block. You can use whatever the hell you can get on a table so that you can set the weapon down and it'll sit there on point without you touching it. Now you've eliminated all the wobble and wiggle and crap out of it, and the only thing that's going to affect the shot is you. Did you pull the trigger? Did you jerk the barrel? Did you yank on it? Something like that. Because you've eliminated all the other possibilities. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, because I'm using a 20-yard dot on this scope, and that's only 10 yards. I'm going to go ahead. I think I can get another 10 yards out up here, and we'll try one more and see where I hit with 20 yards, okay? 20 yards all I'm going to get out here. I'm not going to get 30 or 40 or 60. This scope actually goes to 100, but I'll guarantee you with a 340-pound bow, or 340 foot per second bow, that is not shooting 340 feet per second because of all the doodads and gizmos that slow the stuff down. So I know it doesn't shoot that fast. It's probably shooting, I think I got the speed ring set on 325, 330, about 330 something. So, and that's pretty close. So once you get zeroed in, if you've got a speed ring on your scope, the rest of it is speed ring. Once you get your 20-yard dot in, the rest of it is messing with your spring ring. I know, if you don't know about bows, you probably don't get it. It's okay, no big deal. All we're doing is talking basic alignment of a scope to where the weapon is shooting. So let me lock this down. I'm going to shut this camera off, take my rangefinder thingy here and go measure 20 yards, and I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, be right back. Okay, target is now at 20.2 yards according to my rangefinder. I can't get any more than this because, as you can see, it goes up the hill, and then you start messing with ranges when you go uphill or downhill. So I'm going to zoom the camera in, make some adjustments, and let's see what I hit. 20 yards, aiming for the center of that circle, or aiming for the circle I should say. Whether it be the center or not is iffy, but it'll be aiming for the circle. Safety is off. Here we go. Well, let's go take a look and see. You don't ever want to go on just one shot either. You want to at least get a couple in. I'm here to tell you what. That right there looks pretty damn dead on to me. I don't know what else to say. I didn't even have to sight it in my scope. But you know how to do it. Don't play with it. Shoot it. Keep your idea, like I said before, if you're hitting up here, when you lock down the weapon again, aim it at this spot again, and then adjust your scope to where your crosshairs are up here. Now reset your weapon and shoot it again. I'm going to do, well, that tape don't stick all that great, but I didn't figure it would. That's okay. That's why I used the yellow painter tape. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. You can see where our bow is, right there. And we'll go ahead and shoot one more just to be sure. That's pretty amazing, because I had to put this thing together and I guesstimated with the scope, because, you know, I wasn't shooting it yet. So anyway, let me recock this thing and I'll bring you back. Okay. Ready to do it again. One more time. We will see. Safety is off. You're supposed to do that silently, but I didn't. I could, but I didn't. Alright. Bow is level. And we are ready to go. We shall see. Looks like that one might be just a little bit low, but I think I was a little bit low on that dot. Yeah, I was a little bit low, but not very damn much. Yep. One crossbow sighted in. At 20 yards anyway. Anyway, let me show you a little bit of goodies about this thing. If anybody's interested, you can watch it. If you're not, then, you know, don't watch it. I don't care. It's up to you. These are the bolts this thing shoots. They're 16.5 inch. And they're 250 grams without the 100 gram tip, which is what I got on there. So it makes it a 350 gram bolt, which is about standard. Pretty much all these Excaliburs, that's what they use. This one is a takedown model. And I'm closing up the scope. And the reason it's called a takedown model is because of that right there. Pull that lever. See how that handle fell up? Now I can grab it. And take it apart. Ain't that cool? As Really Big Monkey would say, ain't that cool? You put it back together, you just put it on. And lock it in place. And you're ready to go some more. You see that? I can barely pull that string. 175 pound pull. Micro 340 takedown. I know it's upside down. I don't care. That's what I got. Okay. I know. I'm boring. It's okay. I know it. I'm country. Everybody thinks country is boring. Well, not everybody, but, you know, a lot of people think it. But there you go. My new toy. My new plaything. Oh, look. Oh, look. First time use of the bow. First shot. You know what that is? First mud. Ha 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 ha. Where's Arnold? Get to the chopper! Yeah, there he goes. Alright. I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.